So here's a question, why cowboy boots? Hey everyone, I'm Dave with Beastmade Reviews. Of course, it's a channel dedicated to reviewing quality at different price points. Now, who doesn't love a good pair of cowboy boots? There are a lot of people who really love cowboy boots. Why is that? So today I want to talk about cowboy boots. I want to go a little bit into their history, talk about their construction, and give a few choices of some of my favorite cowboy boots out there. And of course, if you like content like this, feel free to subscribe down below. It'll put a little giddy up in your step. And I think if you like videos about quality products, shoes, boots, EDC, anything in between, I think you'll really like it here. And of course, if you like any of the products that I mentioned in the video, definitely check out the links down below. They are affiliate links. Anything you buy through that does help out the channel. I always appreciate it when you do that. Thank you so much. But first, before we get started, let's talk about my pick of the week. So a new segment that I'm going to bring across my videos is the pick of the week. Some choices that I think are really great for a given topic of the video. Today we're going to be talking about two choices that I think are really great that go along with boots, cowboy boots in general. The first one is a good Western shirt. I'm actually wearing it right here. This is the one by Taylor Stitch, and it is a fantastic choice. If you like Western shirts at all, this is one that you have to check out. It looks great. It has all the trappings that you expect from a Western shirt. They look great. They fit perfect. It is a wonderful shirt. Definitely check it out. Also, if you're looking at cowboy boots at all, one thing you might find on the websites of some of these boot brands are wallets. And the choice that I'm going to choose here is by a brand called Chisos, which we'll talk about later, about their boots later. But Chisos sells a minimalist style wallet that is fantastic. It's a really good quality leather. It has everything that you need and nothing more. And I like that a lot. All right, now let's get to cowboy boots. I think cowboy boots are so cool. Now, obviously, if you're into Western wear or country and Western music, then you probably already like cowboy boots. If you live in Texas or somewhere out there, then you probably like cowboy boots. If you're a farmer, you probably need cowboy boots in some ways. But what I love about them is they look great on anyone, regardless of whether you live in Texas or you like country music. There are many celebrities and even rock and roll artists that really love cowboy boots, and they look great on them. People like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Steve Tyler from Aerosmith, Billy Gibbons from ZZ Top, Hugh Jackman, James Dean, Anthony Bourdain. But they're also really comfortable, really stylish. They go a lot with everything. And that's one reason why I think you might want to consider getting a pair of cowboy boots. Now I'll go a little bit into the history. The history is pretty straightforward, as you would imagine. The exact origin is a little unclear, but it's believed that they came from the vaquero, which were cowboys from Spain who came and lived in Mexico and the surrounding borderlands around Mexico, like in Texas and California. Today there are two main styles of cowboy boots with kind of variations on the themes. There is the traditional Western cowboy boot, and then there is the roper boot. The traditional Western style cowboy boot was designed for riding to make it easy to get in and out of stirrups quickly, just in case something happened. The angled heel on it, or some people call it the cowboy heel or Cuban heels, allowed easy access in and out of the stirrups. The tall height kept the shoes on without any laces on there to get caught up in stirrups, and also prevented chafing on the side of your leg, which is a comfort option there. The roper is a modern twist that came about fairly recently in recent history. It has a shorter heel that is squared off, it has a shorter shaft, and it was designed for calf ropers. It allowed them to get on their feet and use it for running if they needed to. Now let's talk a little bit about the construction of cowboy boots. Now the shaft is the long part on the leg that you see that comes up that's really iconic for cowboy boots. They're often decorated with stitching or cutouts to give it a more Western aesthetic or a contrasting leather to the vamp. The vamp is the bottom leather part of the boot, the part that covers your feet. And you can find these vamps in a variety of different colors and even exotic leathers. Now most cowboy boots will have a leather outsole on the bottom, lemon wood pegs that fasten the outsole, a stacked leather heel, cork footbed, and usually handmade craftsmanship. With the toes, you'll find three main styles. You'll find round toes, square toes, and then snip toe. Round toes are probably my favorite, and I think they're the most versatile out of all three of these. Now, if you're looking to buy cowboy boots for yourself, you want something with a Goodyear welt. That way, whenever you wear out the outsole, you can resole it pretty easily. This is pretty standard with cowboy boots, but I just wanted to point it out. You also just want to double check. Leathers, obviously, are also really important. You want to get good quality leather. With this, you really get what you pay for. Good quality boots are going to be made with good quality leathers. You want a good quality leather because you want these shoes to last the rest of your life. And with a good pair of cowboy boots, they will. Now, I've mentioned this before on my channel, but any company that advertises their quality is proud of it. So if you're looking to buy cowboy boots, find a company that really advertises all of the quality points on their website. Because if they put them on their website, you know they're proud of that and they're not trying to hide anything. They want you to know that they make their boots well. If they don't have it on their website, you might want to look at the frequently asked question page. Sometimes they'll put points there. So let's talk about exotics. Now I think exotics are really interesting for cowboy boots. It's one style of shoe and boot that really presses the boundary with the types of leathers that you can use and gets really flashy a lot of times. Cowboy boots especially love exotic leathers. And by exotic, I mean anything that's not like a farm animal. Cow, goat, pig, sheep. Those are pretty standard leathers, especially cow or bovine leather, but exotics are things like alligator, crocodile, ostrich, lizard, even elephant. Some of these exotic leathers have additional properties that are great for actual cowboy work, such as ostrich, which resists farm acids. And some are just there just to look cool. All right, now let's talk about styling. Now, styling is pretty easy, I think. Cowboy boots can go with almost anything. You can wear them with a lot of different choices of dress. You can dress them up. My suggestion, though, on boots is to get a color that you think works well with your wardrobe. I think light brown or brown usually is a great safe color to choose because it goes with a lot of different color options. Round toe, I think, works best, and I think you can make that look a little bit more formal if you needed to. The only main rule that I would say about wearing cowboy boots is just choose it, stick with it, and then rock it. Because once you wear cowboy boots with something, people will start to notice you. It's kind of a badge of honor. You get a lot of attention with cowboy boots. It's just so cool and different a lot of times, and that just adds extra cool points to your wardrobe. Also, one tip on the longevity of your boots. You want to get a good leather balm, which will condition the leather and will keep it moisturized for a good bit of time. I would also suggest a boot jack. A boot jack is just a little wooden little piece that just takes your shoe off really easily. One thing that I would say about boot jacks, get one that has leather sleeves on the outside so you don't scuff up your boots. You want to get something that is soft on the prongs there. So I like to suggest this one by Chisos because it's perfect. Also, because these are leather outsoles, if you want to prolong the life of your boots even more, what I would also suggest is take these boots before even wearing them, go to a local cobbler, boot, or shoe repair person and have them put a sole saver on the bottom. A sole saver is just a thin piece of rubber on the bottom that absorbs a lot of the scuffing that would occur on the bottom of your sole. All right, and with all that out of the way, let's get to my suggestions with some of my favorite cowboy boots out there. Now, there are many cowboy boots that I could recommend, and there are lots of different brands that I don't have mentioned on here, and that's not to leave them out, but these are just some of my favorite ones. The first brand we'll go with is Chisos. Now, Chisos is a brand out of Austin, Texas. They're making amazing boots, and these are personally my favorite boots. These are called the number one, and these are in magic black, and these are personally my number one choice.
Now, like I mentioned, these Chisos boots have become my personal favorite boots, and I think they're probably the best quality in this list. Chisos is a great company out of Austin, Texas, and they have a really great boot line with only a few different styles, and I think that's one of their strong points here. They have all these standard boots that you would expect. When I saw Chisos online, I expected them to be good quality, but when I got them in my hands, I didn't realize just how good they were. They're flawless. They are just as good, if not better, than I expected. And what I love about their boots is that they have kind of a more modern aesthetic to their boots. They're very sleek, a little bit more low profile, and the quality is just as good, if not better, than traditionally made boots. And again, another point that I really love about them, they list all the quality details on their website so you can see exactly how they're made. That's fantastic. These boots are handcrafted in Mexico. They use heritage cowhide leathers, which they claim provides superior durability to juvenile leathers, and they have a proprietary process that renders them uniquely soft, they say. And I can definitely confirm these are incredibly soft. They have a Goodyear welt construction, vegetable tanned leather sole and insole, a stacked leather heel, a steel shank, round toe, a leather lining that is a contrasting color. In this case, it's a red leather lining. These have an 11-inch shaft and a 1 5/8 heel. And this model is the Chisos number one. This was their original model that launched their line. And it comes in 3 different colors: magic black, brush brown, and rough out. And these boots also include 2 very nice shoe bags. And on the front and back of the shaft, you'll see an embroidery of a sun and moon, and that represents the sun setting over the Chisos Mountains in Texas. I love the design of the embroidery, and that's one of the things that really drew me to this brand and this boot in particular. On the bottom of the sole, they put the Chisos name and a little picture of Texas on the heel. Nice little touch there. Now for size reference, I measure an 11.5, and these Chisos fit perfectly, so I would say they're true to size, but they're going to be a little bit snug right out of the box. But after a couple of wears, they've broken in a bit and they fit great. The height of the shaft, I think, is a pretty good height here, though I do think that the shaft is a little bit more roomy than I would like. The leg on the inside, super soft, like really incredibly comfortably soft. And the insole is very soft and spongy. They are super comfortable. Like, I've never worn cowboy boots that are this comfortable. There are so many things I love about Chisos, and these number ones in particular. I love the way they look. I love all the aesthetic choices here. I love the embroidery on the outside. I love the contrasting red interior on the inside, and I love the red heel stack in the heel. Something about these definitely give off that Darth Vader type of feel, and I love that. I think it's always great when a company delivers exactly what they promised, and that's what Chisos does here. These are absolutely top tier boots here. I think they look phenomenal. I love everything about these boots. They're some of the best cowboy boots I have ever seen, and I can highly recommend them to anyone looking for cowboy boots. Definitely check out Chisos.
All right, next brand we're going to go with is Ranch Road. Now, this is a brand that I hadn't heard of before doing this video, but I'm glad that I found them because they're an amazing brand out of Texas again, and they're making really high quality boots. And the boots that I chose here is their Apache in the color Cognac.
Now, Ranch Road is another cowboy boot company based in Texas, and I'm really glad that I found this company because they are making incredible boots that have really surprised me the most out of this entire lineup. Now, Ranch Road has a wide selection of boots in their line. The boots that I have here are their Apache Cognac boots. These really surprised me. They have an incredible quality to them. The feel and construction is amazing, and they have all the quality points listed on their website as well. They're made in Spain with Spanish full-grain leathers. It has an 11.5-inch shaft, a 15-inch shaft circumference, 1.5-inch heel height, stacked leather heel with a rubber cap. It has a 3/4 Goodyear welt, cork-filled footbed, steel shank, lemon wood pegged soles, a full leather outsole. These boots have a round toe. The leather on the vamp in this case is a cowhide leather, leather-lined interior, and the shaft is made of suede. And a really cool Apache arrow design on the shaft inspired by Native American folklore. And these boots also include 2 very nice shoe bags. I think these boots feel and look incredible. It's hard to put in words how impressive they are in person. They honestly feel like they're more expensive boots than the price that you're paying here. Now, these are not inexpensive boots, but they feel almost custom made. That's how good they are. It's a great fit. Again, I wear an 11.5, and these are size 11.5 as well. I think they fit perfect. The shaft around your leg feels perfect. Not too big, not too small, and they look so sharp when you're wearing them. I love the leather quality and the Western aesthetic of these boots. I also like how they look fashionable, but not too overly loud. They appear to be really tough, so they can take some real hard use as well. These are excellent boots from Ranch Road, and I can highly recommend them. This is definitely going to be another brand that's on my radar for the future. Definitely check out Ranch Road boots.
Next is a brand that you probably predicted that I was going to mention, and this one is Tecovas. Tecovas is a brand that has just exploded recently. They're making great boots, especially at a great price. And if you're looking for exotics, Tecovas is one of those brands that I highly recommend because they're bringing a great price for the exotics that's not going to break the bank. And today I'll be showing you one of those exotics with their Weston boots and Russet Smooth Ostrich.
Now, Tecovas is a brand that probably most people who are into boots have already heard of. They're a very prolific brand with a ton of different cowboy boots to choose from. They have a wide range of exotic leathers to choose from and at a very good price as well. Now, the boots that I got are the Weston, and these are in Russet Smooth Ostrich. Now, getting details about the quality is a little bit of a chore with Tecovas, to be honest. They do have some of it on their website, but they're in different places, so you kind of have to dig to find it. Now, these boots have a 12-inch shaft, hand-laid decorative cording on the shaft. The shaft is made of goat hide and is in a contrasting dark brown color. It's lined with a cow leather for a soft feel. The pull straps are also in Smooth Ostrich. 1.5-inch heel, a round toe, a Smooth Ostrich vamp, a 3/4 Goodyear welt, hammered lemon wood pegs, cork bed lining, leather outsole, and hand-stitched quarters. And on the sole, they have the Tecovas name, as well as our T logo on the heel. These are handmade in Leon, Mexico, and they have no shoe bags included with this. And as far as the fit, I got these in 11.5, my usual size, and they're a little bit roomy, but they still fit pretty well. I thought these boots were great. I love the smooth ostrich. It's an exotic without looking too flashy, but there's definitely something special about the way that it looks. And one interesting feature about smooth ostrich is it naturally resists scuffing. That's a great feature on boots. The comfort and fit are pretty good, and the quality seems very good as well. Tecovas has a cool, more traditional looking aesthetic, and I appreciate that. It might be a little bit too Western for some people, but I think it's really cool. My only complaint about these in particular is that the shaft circumference around your leg is a little bit wider than the other ones that I've chosen here. On me, that was maybe a little bit more uncomfortable than the other choices. Tecovas is that boot brand that hits the sweet spot of price and quality. And if you really want some cool exotic leathers without breaking the bank, you've got to go with Tecovas. Tecovas is just a great brand. They're popular for a reason. They're just good. If you're looking for boots that don't break the bank but are still good quality, I would definitely check out Tecovas.
All right, last but certainly not least is Rhodes. Now, Rhodes is an in-house brand by Huckberry. Huckberry is a great site with a lot of different great brands on there, and they have some in-house brands. Rhodes is one of their shoe brands that they have, and these are a roper style boot, fittingly called their roper boot, and these are in Mojave suede.
Now, of course, everyone knows that I love Huckberry, and Rhodes is one of the brands from Huckberry that I am really excited about. Now, this isn't necessarily a cowboy boot brand. You're not going to find a lot of cowboy boots from them. Mostly they have a roper style boot with 2 different soles to choose from and a few different colors. Now, the one that I'm showing here is their roper boot, and it's in Mojave suede. And these are great for people who might not like the overly Western aesthetic of traditional cowboy boots. So for instance, on these roper boots by Rhodes, there really isn't any ornamentation or stitching or embroidery of any kind. They're pretty simple and plain, which I don't mind. Now, as far as features and quality points here, they do have some listed on the website here, but not a whole lot. They have a Goodyear welt, they have a leather outsole and a rubber heel insert, they have a shorter stacked leather heel, they have a round toe. Of course, these are made with suede on the outside. They have a cowhide liner, which is very soft. They offer this in a few different colors: tobacco, hickory, and umber, and they're handmade in Leon, Mexico. And they have no shoe bags included with this. As far as size and fit, I got these in size 12, and I think they fit perfect as size 12. They recommend you size a half size up, and I think that's spot on. When I put these on, they felt like they were broken in right out of the box. You're probably not going to have any break-in period at all. What I love about roper boots is that they kind of bridge the gap between normal shoe or boot and cowboy boot. These don't look overly Western, and I think they look great on anyone. These in particular look incredibly sharp with jeans, and I mean super sharp. You don't have to commit to a Western aesthetic to really like cowboy boots, and this is one proof here. And the price on these is absolutely astronomical. It's blowing my mind. I would say almost bargain boots for cowboy boots, but the quality doesn't suffer. You get well-made boots for a really attractive price. They're simple, they look incredibly sharp, feel comfortable, and go with anything. I think these roper boots are a must-have for anyone who likes boots. These look phenomenal, and I think if you are interested in cowboy boots, but you might not like the Western aesthetic, definitely check out the roper boots by Rhodes.
So what do you think of these boots? Do you love them as much as I do? Because I am in love with these boots. Again, if you're interested in any of these, definitely check out the links down below. Thank you again for watching. I'll see you next time. I'm Dave with Beastmade Reviews. Bye.